is Moskowitz's Art Room, and today I'd like to introduce you to an artist. Each week I'm going to try to introduce you to a different artist, and then we'll do a project in that artist's style. Today's artist of choice is Claude Monet. Claude Monet is the father of Impressionism. He started painting when he was 15 years old. He started making caricatures of people, and he earned a lot of money from that. He didn't like going to school, so he would like to spend all of his time outside. And he would paint outside. And painting outside is called plein air painting, painting outside, which is a very, very difficult thing to do. You have to paint very quickly because the light changes constantly. So he would work on 15 paintings at a time because he was really concentrated on how the light affects the colors and the shadows on each object. So he would paint things like haystacks, and you can see how he's got the shape of the haystack, and he would see how each time he painted it, the shadows would move and the colors would change. So as I said, he was the father of Impressionism. Impressionism is a school of art whereby people were more interested in the play of colors and shadows rather than what the object really, really looks like. If you look at some of Monet's paintings and you look at it very, very, very closely, you'll see it just looks like a blur of colors. But then when you step away, you can see the beautiful painting of water lilies that he made. But looking at it close up, you just see the dots and dashes of the colors one against another. And that's what Impressionism does. I can usually tell an impressionistic painting that if I squint my eyes, it seems clearer. And when I open my eyes, it seems like it's a blurry, blurry picture. So Monet was the father of Impressionism. He started this movement. And it all started from his first painting that he did of the boats at sea. And it was called the Impressionism of Boats. And he would do it in 3 different times of day. And you can see it's the same picture, but look at the difference in the colors in each one of these pictures. And if you look at it close up, again, it looks very, very blurry. And then when you step back from it, you can see the beautiful paintings that he made. And that's important to do when you go to a museum too, is to look at a painting very, very close up, without touching it, of course, and then moving back so that you can see the detail and all of the surprises that are in that picture. So Claude Monet was born in 1840 and he died in 1926. And he did tons of paintings. His most famous one is the Bridge at Giverny, and it's a bridge over water lilies. And it is a beautiful painting. And Giverny is where he lived. He had a home, and the Seine River ran right by his home. And he built himself a boat. And on this boat, he made a studio so that he could paint in the middle of all of the water lilies around him, because he loved the water lilies, he loved nature, and he loved being outside. He also was a perfectionist, and a lot of his paintings were thrown into the water, they were thrown away, they were burned, because he didn't feel that they were good enough. And if you look at his artwork today, you'd be amazed at some of the things that he's done on them. Look at this picture. Far away, you can see that it's the red and the yellow of the water lilies. But then when you come back up, it's just colors placed next to each other with very small paintbrush strokes and dabs of paint. So Claude Monet also painted Claude Monet also painted poppy fields. He painted water lilies, he painted bridges, he painted smokestacks, he painted haystacks, he painted train stations, anything where he could see the play of color and light against each other was very, very important to him. There is the Grounds for Sculpture has several of his paintings made into sculptures that once we can all go out and enjoy the fresh air again, hopefully you'll be able to get over there to see them. For now, what I would like you to do is seeing some of Monet's paintings. I would like you, on this beautiful day that we have, to be able to go outside and draw on the sidewalk with chalk anything that you can that's outside so that you can see the play of light next to the colors of your chalk. If you do not have sidewalk chalk, I have a recipe for how you can make your own chalk. Okay, it just uses cornstarch, water, food coloring, or paint. And you can use a roll of paper towel roll or a toilet paper roll as a mold to make the chalk. You line the mold with wax paper so that it won't stick. You combine equal parts cornstarch with water, mix it up, add food coloring, pour it into the mold, and within 12 hours, you'll have your own chalk that you can use to draw outside with. You can make as many colors as you want, as few colors as you want. Blend colors together and see how they work. So this is the recipe for making the chalk. I also have on Wednesday, I will be posting another video on a project that we can do in the style of Claude Monet. The supplies that you need are pink, yellow, and green construction papers. If you don't have those, you can use white, which is not a problem. You're going to need 1 quarter, 1 nickel, glue, pencil, and scissors. If you have paints, you can use watercolor paints or dot paints or tempera paints, a plastic lid, and jewels or sequins, which are all optional. So I hope to see you on Wednesday. I hope you love this introduction to Claude Monet, and I hope you'll enjoy his artwork and be able to see it in the museum sometime in the near future. See you on Wednesday.